with the ninth property. Three numbers A, B and C. Over here I have taken A, B and C, or you can take as B, P or H. Form a Pythagorean triplets if A square plus B square is equal to C, or H square is equal to B square plus P square. Now when we are talking about this property, the first thing arises is what is a Pythagorean triplets. Let us see the meaning of Pythagorean triplets. Pythagorean means following Pythagoras theorem. I know most of you know what is Pythagoras theorem. It is hypotenuse square is equal to base square plus perpendicular square. When we are talking about a Pythagoras theorem, we used to talk about a triangle, a right angle triangle. Over here this is perpendicular and it is denoted by P. This is a base which is denoted by B, and this is a hypotenuse which is denoted by H. Now H square is equal to B square plus P square, and there is a condition over here. Hypotenuse is greater than perpendicular and hypotenuse is greater than base. If a number is a Pythagorean triplet, then it should follow Pythagoras theorem. Now what is triplet? Triplet means a pair of three. Let us take an example so that it will be clear to all of you. Find whether 3, 4, 5 forms a Pythagorean triplet. As you know, 5 is greater than 3 and 5 is greater than 4. So it is an hypotenuse according to the condition. 5 is an hypotenuse. 3 is base and 4 is perpendicular. Now if it is a Pythagorean triplet, then it has to follow Pythagoras theorem. Over here H square, 5 is H square, so 5 square is equal to base square plus perpendicular square. 5 square means 25 is equal to 9 plus 16, so 25 is equal to 25. This shows that LHS is equal to RHS, hence it is a Pythagorean triplet. Let me explain it to you once again. Over here we have to find out whether the three numbers that is given to you form a Pythagorean triplet or not. As I have told you before that if three numbers are going to form a Pythagorean triplet, then they have to follow Pythagoras theorem. Now according to the condition, H is greater than P and H is greater than B. Over here 5 is greater than 3 and 5 is greater than 4. So 5 is hypotenuse, 3 is base and 4 is perpendicular. Now according to the Pythagoras theorem, H square is equal to B square plus P square. H is 5, so 5 square is equal to base is 3, 3 square plus 4 square. 5 square means 25 is equal to 3 square means 9 plus 4 square means 16. 25 is equal to 25. Hence LHS is equal to RHS. Therefore, it is a Pythagorean triplet. I hope it is clear to everyone. Now, in the first case, when all the three members of the Pythagorean triplets are given to you, easily you can find out with the help of a Pythagoras theorem that whether the given numbers forms a Pythagorean triplet or not. But there is another case where only one member is given to you and you have to find out next two members of the Pythagorean triplet. So for that you should know the members of Pythagorean triplet. Over here in general form, It is a general form. In general form, the members of Pythagorean triplets are 2m, m square minus 1, m square plus 1. Following this general rule or general form, easily you can find out the next two Pythagorean triplets of the given series or numbers. Let us see with the help of an example. Write a Pythagorean triplet whose one member is 6. Over here, the first member is given to you as 6, and you have to find out the second and the third member of the Pythagorean triplet. As you know, the general form of a Pythagorean triplet can be written as 2m, m square minus 1 and m square plus 1. Over here, we are going to assume 2m is equal to 6. The first member is given to you as 6, but the general form is 2m, m square minus 1 and m square plus 1. So the first form is 2m and the first number is given to you as 6. So we can write let 2m is equal to 6, or easily I can find out the value of m. M is equal to 6 upon 2. So m is equal to 3. 6 divided by 2 is equal to 3. So I have taken out the value of m over here. Now with the help of this m, the value of m, I can find out the next two members of the Pythagorean triplet. What is the next member? M square minus 1. So m square minus 1 is equal to, in place of m, I am going to place the value of m, that is 3 square minus 1. What is 3 square? 9 minus 1 is equal to 8. This is the second Pythagorean triplet. What is the next? M square plus 1 is equal to, in place of m, I am going to place the value of m, that is 3 square plus 1 is equal to 9 plus 1 is equal to 10. Now the Pythagorean triplets are, what is the first one? It is given to you as 6. Second one is 8 and the third one is 10. I hope this much is clear to everyone. Now if you have to check whether the given numbers and the number that you have taken out is forming a Pythagorean triplet or not, then again you have to follow Pythagoras theorem, that is h square is equal to b square plus p square. H square is 10, h is 10, so 10 square makes 100. B is 6 and p is 8. So 6 square makes 36 plus 8 is the 64. So 100 is equal to 100. It shows that LHS and RHS both are coming equal. So we can say that the numbers 6, 8, 10 are forming a Pythagorean triplet. I hope all the topics that I have explained you today is very much clear to everyone. Next time when we are going to meet, I am going to start with a very new topic. Till then, be safe. Goodbye.